Hello witches, welcome back to the channel. Once again, this is Hecterios, Witch of the Realms. Today we're going to do our full moon tarot reading. I feel the energy of the ancestors really coming through. They want to give their messages of, I feel, support. We'll get more into that when I do the cards and actually figure out like exactly what their message is. But I feel like they're just presenting and showing up for us because, you know, it's the holiday season. And I feel like they just really want us to know that they're around and they're here to support us. Besides the ancestors being present is sort of this energy of like cleansing. And that could possibly be due to the holidays. Like I feel like for a lot of us, dealing with family or the just different dynamics and relationships and situations, and sort of it's a lot of fun and there's a lot of happiness, but there can also be this feeling of like things are hectic or just there's a feeling of clutter in your mental space or in your emotional space. At least it can be like that for me sometimes. So I feel like in the days after, you know, Christmas or whatever holidays, if you celebrate or not, there could be a sense of cleansing and grounding and sort of just recentering yourself. So I'm saying all this without any judgment or anything. Like, it just is something that happens with your energy, and you have to recenter yourself, reground yourself, cleanse things out, and sort of restabilize and get in a place to where you're ready to continue living your life from that point. So that's what I'm feeling energetically. And I feel like since we are leaving the holiday but also leading into the full moon on the 29th, I feel like that might have been heightened this year, everything what I just said. So because the full moon brings a lot of emotional energy, it can cause a little bit of chaos even, or being overwhelmed by emotion. So for this to be coming so close after the holiday, I feel like it may have just heightened these feelings and these sensations that you may have. Also, like missing old friends and family that are no longer part of your life. Things like that could be just putting this layer of murkiness over your emotional well-being and your mental space and stuff like that. So I feel like cleansing, grounding, recentering is the main energy that I'm feeling for this full moon. So with that said, I will go ahead and look at the astrology real quick. The full moon is occurring in Gemini on December 29th. And I use Vedic astrology, not tropical. So in this system, the full moon is in Gemini. So this energy is very interesting. Because Gemini is a sign of communication. It's a sign of transportation, travel, sending messages, receiving messages, all of that sort of mercurial energy. So with the moon here, I feel that there's a lot of emotional communications and messages going out, coming in. Like I was saying at the beginning of this, with the holidays and everything, there's a lot of emotional charge just to that, in a positive and a negative sense in general. But when you tie in the fact that the full moon is occurring like a few days later, that emotional energy is heightened. So this holiday has been very emotionally charged, and I feel that there's a lot of maybe desire to reach out to family and friends that you haven't in a long time, or that haven't been part of your life. Things like that could be at play here, and that could be also weighing on you emotionally, like whether or not you want to do it. Things like that could be a part of this energy. But I also feel like this could be connected with what I'm feeling with the ancestors being present. There could be this energy coming in where they're giving you insights and messages, and maybe even pushing you to reach out. So that could be part of this as well, with this energy. Let me go ahead and look at the Witch's Almanac as well. This is the full wolf moon. So it's very interesting. The Almanac says for the 28th, guard what is yours. Has the full moon on the 29th. And then on the 31st, it says guard it more. So that's very interesting. What we have here, if the camera will focus, I'm not sure if it is or not, but that's what we have. So they're saying an energy of guarding, protecting. I could see that as well, with, like I said, with the emotional intensity of everything. You might be feeling like you want to protect yourself as well. And that could be tied in also with what I was saying about doing cleansing and grounding and recentering yourself. Because the emotional charge, the emotional energy is like an ocean around you, and it can feel like you're being swept away by it. So it's best to do cleansing work this full moon, do grounding work, do recentering work, find a way to anchor yourself and stay guarded in your own intention, your own peace. Don't let yourself be swayed or pushed into something that you don't want to do, or anything like that. Could be part of this. So that's something else to consider. So with all of that said, that's all I'm feeling psychically. That's what I'm getting with the astrology. But let's go ahead and do the tarot. Okay. Now I align myself with the Most High God and the Holy Spirit Hekezi. Please communicate the truth to me through these cards, so that I may be guided for the highest good of all. Thank you, and so mote it be. Please give us your divine guidance for this full moon, so that we can use the energies for our highest good, greatest success, and joy. Thank you, and so mote it be. Okay, not surprised by that at all. Yeah, the first card that we got is the Devil. So this is what I'm talking about here. There's a sense of something negative or something challenging us with this full moon. The Devil card is about it's about bondage, really. Like, if there was one word to sum up what the Devil card is, it's bondage. Being held in chains, being pulled into something, being trapped into something, ensnared. It's a card of temptation. You're being lured in, seduced into a trap. Okay? You know what I'm getting with this card? Be wary of reconnecting with toxic family and friends from your past. The holidays can get you sentimental and nostalgic for the good times, but that's like a rose-colored glasses scenario. Okay, you're only reminiscing of the positive, and that can make you gloss over all of the negative and toxicity that is there. So be wary of that with this energy. I feel like that can really be what this is talking about. You know, toxic relationships with family, with friends, whatever, it can be a sort of intoxicating thing because of the positive aspects that are there. So you need to be careful and be wary that you are keeping your willpower strong and not letting yourself be swayed into something that you know better than a repeating cycle that you keep getting yourself into. Things like that. Just be careful and wary of that with this energy. And the key with this too is it is all up to you. You're not being forcibly ensnared or forcibly trapped. It is very much a seductive, enchanting, charming type of entrapment. So it's something that you lure yourself into it. Okay, be careful not to do that, and you can end that at any time that you choose to snap yourself out of it. We also have the Two of Pinnacles, and this is what I was talking about, regrounding yourself, recentering yourself, finding your balance once again with this energy. And that could be a lot to do with checking your relationships where they need to be checked, and you know, using your time wisely, using your energy wisely, not putting out anything that you're not going to get back anything in return. Just all of that energy is encapsulated with this card. So definitely look into that. And the final card that we have is the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is about starting a sort of romantic journey, whether that is, you know, a actual love relationship, or if it is something more spiritual, or even just with your passions, pursuing something, pursuing some goal. So I feel like when I look at all of these cards together, it feels like it's basically saying, snap yourself out of this emotional haze. Don't get caught up in any sort of illusions or deceiving yourself about certain people or certain situations or certain things. Get yourself back balanced and in check with the Two of Pentacles, and after you do that, you'll be ready to do this Knight of Cups energy and sort of start something new, or continue down a path that's better for you. I feel like whatever the ancestors are trying to tell us, it's more so a warning than anything else about getting caught up into things and swept away into things that we shouldn't be, and that we really know better anyways. So trust your intuition on that anyway, but definitely the ancestors are coming forward to be like, okay, look, stay away from this situation, stay away from these people, but we still got your back. Everything's going to be good. Just do the work to cleanse out all of that energy and recenter yourself. And I think you'll be good to go with this Knight of Cups energy going forward. So that's the reading for this full moon. I hope that you all did have a great Christmas if you celebrate, or a great Yule, winter solstice, you know, whatever it is for you during this time of year. I hope that you had a great time with your loved ones, with the people that are in your life, and I hope that this message resonated with you and helped you in some way. And as always, until next time, Hail Hecate, hail to the witches, and blessed be.